Let me know when you see it go green.
Live on Facebook.
I just saw it go.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I need to update my Facebook. That's what it's. I need to update Zoom. That's how I couldn't join any that meeting. Remember we had to
So what?
We had to mute something at some point.
I don't know, but we live on Facebook. It says.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Ice Cube, take the motherfucking stand. Do you want to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help your black ass. You goddamn right. Won't you tell everybody what the fuck we got to say?
I'm back. Some wow.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Sparring Minds. How you all? How's everything? My name's Sam Little, Mr. Mirror Time.
The chef, Mr. Main Topic.
What's up, chef?
I know who I am, man. It's Charlie Hustle, aka Charles Jones. Fellas, what's really good?
Hey. Hey, a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff.
We live,
today.
man. We
yes,
live.
We are.
Yes.
Friday Night Live. Friday Night Live.
Friday Night Live. We back at it.
What up, man?
Boys back at it.
This is like, if y'all haven't tuned in yet, this is like a new segment for us where we do these Friday Night Lives. We want to interact with y'all in the comments on Facebook. So definitely hit us up in the chat box. Follow along with the show. We're going to keep this real interactive, right?
Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Hightower's not here at the moment. He may jump in here later on.
What up?
So,
Pete, we'll see you soon, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We hold you down, big dog.
You already know.
So what we got going on? How was the weekend?
Well, shit, we ain't get there yet.
Well, the week. I'm already in weekend mode, man. We got cookouts every day this weekend.
Yo, we're going to talk about this shit later, but you don't believe at all in the fucking quarantine pandemic we're supposed to be in right now, my nigga.
If anyone doesn't know right now, he's mad at me because I was just talking to him because, I said, I had to make a barbershop appointment. It was an in-home. It was just isolated. It was just me and the barber. He gets on me. That's my guy, though. He looks out for me.
It's ridiculous, man.
I know this.
With everything going on right now, it almost seems like social distancing is being forgotten about. Well, to some people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I won't say all, but it's like it's still here. It's still very real. It's almost like you look crazy if you're not out there with a mask on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're somewhere, usually you see a bunch of people. Like, I just went out to the crib like over an hour ago. I had an order from totally forgot my mask and just was like, oh shit. Just like, you know what I mean? It's the new norm for some reason. So
Yeah,
my crazy
yeah.
ass went to a sweater tied around my girl dropping the food off. Like, yeah, this shit is very, very real. But yeah, all the stuff going on. It's crazy.
You know, it's safety first, man. At the end of the day,
Nah.
it's safety first, you dig?
No, I'm hip. I was out there. I had the witch hazel. I had the 99 cent, alcohol. The 99 proof alcohol. I had all that. I had, hand sanitizer. But yeah, I get it. But we'll see what the next couple of weeks are going on. What's going to happen in the next couple of weeks? We've had tons of riots, marches, all over the U.S. We'll see if the numbers jump up. We'll see. But somewhere, sooner or later, we're gonna have to get back to the norm.
Well, yeah, all of that's true, but there's still a semblance of safety that we have to have now. Just it's a virus, and until there's a cure for the virus, we just can't act like there's not one here. We can't act like we're not in the middle of a global pandemic that's killed 1 million people so far. You know what I mean? So, we just got to be cognizant of that. Obviously it's crazy, but we got to be able to walk through
it. Yeah.
Hey. We'll touch on that later because I got some stuff I want to talk about with that COVID stuff. And like I said, for our Friday night shows, we just gonna rock out. You know what I mean? We got things we want to talk about. We gonna keep talking, and then y'all jump along if you have comments and thoughts with us. But I wanted to start this out with our rap tournament. We got to update the rap bracket, right?
I ain't too happy this week.
Well, I'm happy with it. Let me give you the results. So the first matchup was the number 1 seed, Survival of the Fittest, by Mob Sleep, and that that beat Nappy Roots, right? That's pretty easily.
Don't be disrespectful.
Easily. Now, who picked Nappy Roots? Just
that was me. That was me. That was me. That was me. I'm well versed.
I was ready to throw it on Chuck because that seemed like his kind of lane. Think of putting it Nappy Roots. I kind of thought about throwing it on him, but almost.
Dog, it was an 8 seed. It's an 8 seed. It's an 8 seed. It's going up against the number 1. It happens.
Word. Oh, now it makes sense. But when I had an 8 seed going up against a number 1, it was all Chuck don't know what he's doing.
Yo, but fam, you only had 3 votes. I got some votes. Day one, I was leading. I at least had a lead in this thing at one point.
Yeah, they was up early. I was happy as shit.
Yeah.
But don't disrespect Mobb Deep. That's one of the legendary groups right there. I don't care what no one says. Those are my guys.
Yeah,
absolutely
trash.
That's not even up for debate as far as where their stature is in hip hop. That's not even up for debate.
So where do you think that stature is? Hold on, before we go any further.
Yeah. What did you say?
Where is that stature? I hope you're not saying nothing crazy. They're not top 15, 20.
No. To me,
absolutely.
They're top 10 to me. In my lifetime, they're top 10. Because throughout high school, Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang, there's not the Fugees, not too many groups that I really rocked with like that. Mobb Deep was like an everyday something. I was playing something to Mobb Deep every day.
No, I've never. Not even a question. That's not even a question.
It's not.
That's not
it's
even
not.
a question. Mobb Deep is absolutely top 10 groups all time.
You got to be joking.
No question.
This is the only time I agree with my man Marlon Benjamin, who's a big Mobb Deep fan. It's the only time.
Infamous.
Hell on Earth.
They don't have. They don't have a whack album. They don't even have a whack album. What I even stop it, man? Top 10 all time.
Come on.
Yeah.
All of them. So come on.
Top 10. So yeah, they're past 15 and 20. They're in the top 10.
In my lifetime. And I've been around longer than all of y'all. So yeah.
Well, this ain't the first time you do is to fuck something up. I won't hold it against you. But for you to put Mobb Sleep and top anything is borderline ridiculous.
disrespectful.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it slide. So yeah, we got survival of the fittest. We got that moving on in the rap tournament. So y'all definitely go out and get them votes up for that. And then the other matchup in between the 4 and the 5. This is gonna be a little bit closer. But we had International Players Anthem by UGK beat out Quiet Storm by, you guessed it, Mob Fleet. So 50-50. I'm happy with that. I mean, it was kind of obvious to me.
Really good matchup. Absolutely not. That was a really good matchup.
It was.
And the votes support that.
Got more Southern people in the
Well, they only won by like 3 votes.
Okay. Oh yeah, I agree with that.
So that makes sense to me. I was happy with that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
No
so we'll
what else is left though? What bracket are we in now?
We're gonna move to the west part of that bracket. We'll get those matchups up tomorrow for people to vote on. So that should be cool.
Yes, we got more to come.
Okay.
Yeah, so y'all stay tuned. We're gonna get those up tomorrow.
I'll be victorious tomorrow though.
Yeah.
Dude, whatever. We'll talk about it offline.
I need Hightower to be here to bring some more winning mentality because both of you bozos are freaking.
First and foremost, this is my first loss. This is my first loss, so I'm 66% in this. So let's keep it moving.
Stop. We'll get those up for y'all. Y'all can get those votes in, and we'll keep rocking on from there. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the Drew Brees situation. And everybody, whether you're a football fan or not, everybody knows somebody who's on the opposite side of the fence as it relates to all the turmoil that's going on today. And so Drew Brees is the starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, if you're not familiar with him. And I guess he had an interview with Yahoo Finance. And in that interview, they were asking him his opinion on people kneeling. So they weren't necessarily asking about his opinion about the turmoil of today. They were asking him about his opinion on people kneeling during sporting events or something like that. And so Drew said he will never, this is a quote, "I will never agree with anybody disrespecting the flag of the United States of America." Unquote.
Yeah.
He also went on to say that I will stand with my forefathers in their decisions. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I have a very good picture of who Drew Brees' forefathers are, right? Drew Brees' forefathers are the white people that was hanging niggas on plantation owners and shit. Like that's what their forefathers were. You dig? So, I mean, I want to hear what y'all think about the Drew Brees situation. Where was y'all at with this, and how do y'all feel about Drew now? I'll start with you, Sammy.
I truthfully, I have a question. I don't know Drew Brees personally though, so I can't really, say anything really about his character or whatnot. I'm not sure if he's just not informed well enough, or if he's just not with us. I really can't call it. I don't know, man. I don't know where to go with this. I really don't. Like I said, I really don't know the guy's character. He did recant a little bit, after being called out, of course.
All that smoke he got, hell yeah, he had no choice.
You're good. I really don't know, man. I really don't know. I really don't have a clear-cut answer on Drew right now. I wasn't happy with, the remarks. I understand I think if I'm not mistaken, his father or grandfather was in the service or something like that. And that's why he felt like we were disrespecting the flag.
Yeah, both of his grandfathers were supposedly served in World War II.
Oh, okay. I just think Drew needs to be informed. I don't see why he isn't. But I'm figuring his black teammates are gonna teach him a lesson. They're gonna let him know what it is. But I can pass this on to May. I really don't even have a clear cut on Drew.
So clearly Drew Brees is just he's uneducated. He, you know what I mean, or he just those were just his true feelings coming out, and the backlash is what got him to recant. Drew Brees is a quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. You know what I'm saying? Black City went through everything with Katrina, all that stuff right there. And I mean, come on. I think Colin Kaepernick from day one, the one thing he's always consistent about is that his kneeling had nothing to do with disrespect of the flag. Nothing to do with that. It was just about his way of protesting or showing what was going on with black men in the hands of police officers. I think that's what it was all about. He was very clear on that. And I mean, like, it was a picture with Drew Brees kneeling on his knee with his teammates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he knew what was going on about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so a little bit uneducated, but like he just got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. He said something that he knew was fucked up. That's why he's doing all this media backpedaling, all this stuff, because the backlash he got on it was crazy. His teammate Michael Thomas got on him about it. You know what I'm saying? He's been called out repeatedly within the last 48 hours about so many NFL players about what he said. You know what I mean? Like,
your audio is coming in and out, man. I'm not sure if that's something on your end or not. Your audio is a little faded.
Yeah,
that's his true feelings. You know what I mean?
It definitely is true feelings.
Yeah, but I guess the question I have for the situation with Drew Brees is that, like, shouldn't we hold professional athletes, or maybe we shouldn't, but should we hold professional athletes to a higher standard in terms of their social viewpoints? You know, there was a time, and y'all remember, y'all grew up like I did in the 90s when people was mad that Charles Barkley wasn't, you know,
a role model.
This role model. And what we're seeing now from the actions of Drew Brees, why wouldn't this be considered the same type of avenue? You know what I mean? Why don't we hold Drew to a higher standard of, hey, listen, educate yourself before you come out and speak in public to Yahoo Finance. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just come out and say anything, especially during these times. Like, it's you're held to a standard where you're a public figure and your word is valued in the community. You know what I mean? You got to come out and you got to provide a better message. You know.
No, I'm hip.
Okay, now, am I good, y'all?
It's getting there.
Yeah, it's getting there. I can hear you.
Am I good?
Yeah. It's a little wavy, but you know, they'll forgive us.
We'll work it.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that was a spinoff I had for it, man. Is that do we want to hold a quarterback of a national football team to a higher standard when it comes to these kind of conversations?
You know, in my sports group, you know, we're all, you know, members of that sports group. You know, they happen to throw up like 5 black quarterbacks, I think, and they were speaking about how come they haven't like came to the forefront and spoke on it and whatnot.
Right.
You know, I had, you know, my opinion was a little bit different because a lot of them were young quarterbacks. A lot of them needed some more guidance and whatnot. I wasn't looking for some of those guys, you know, probably besides Russell Westbrook. I mean, what's his name? It is Russell. Russell Wilson. To really probably be someone of that stature to come to the forefront and speak on it. But the other guys were like 23, 20, whatever. I guess if we're looking for those young guys to sit there and come to the forefront, Drew Brees should be held accountable, and he should also, you know, a lot of, celebrities, you know, should be able to come to the forefront.
Right.
His timing is just terrible. Like, the timing of it, more than anything, is just terrible.
And I think that's important, man.
Talking about timing.
He's talking about kneeling. Like, we're kind of past the kneeling shit with Colin Kaepernick. Right. You know what I mean? Right. But so for that to come back up now is like, what are you doing, bro? Why are you interviewing about that now? Why are you accepting that conversation now in terms of talking about the looting maybe, or talking about these cops up in Minnesota, or talking about what's going on in Chicago or New York? He's not talking about that. He's talking about kneeling which we dealt with, or were, which actually, stemmed from something years ago. So it's just all around bad news for Drew Brees. You can keep the bullshit apology to me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't need that. I don't need the apology.
Right.
Because, and I never do. 99% of the time, I don't need the apology on anything. Because what you said initially was probably your purest thought.
True.
And the only reason you're apologizing is because there's some kind of backlash from the community. Now you want to be like, oh, I'm in chaos control, so I'm sorry. This is what I really meant. Nah, give me your purest thought, and we'll judge you based on that. And that's what we're judging Drew Brees on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So obviously that's unfortunate down in New Orleans. This isn't a time for a Jameis Winston joke. Jameis is the backup quarterback. He's black, obviously. This ain't the time. This ain't the time for a joke with that. But I don't know how that affects the situation. The fact that there's a black quarterback on that team in that same room with him.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of conversations are they having? Let alone the offensive line. We've seen Michael Thomas was like, "Nah, get Drew the fuck out of here." We saw him on Twitter, so we can see where some of his teammates stand. But obviously, that's a bad case. So we'll keep an eye on that, and we'll update it as it goes on.
He gonna get the Willie Beeman treatment, the treatment they gave Willie Beeman in the movie.
Word up.
That's what they gonna do.
Oh yeah.
Step to the side. Let them niggas come through.
Straight up.
Word up. So we'll stay tuned for the Drew Brees situation, and we'll get back with y'all as well. Another thing I wanted to bring up was Black Lives Matter. So I don't know if y'all have been seeing this a lot lately, but I have, right? Where a lot of, let me phrase it this way. How does the national or even global recognition in support of Black Lives Matters from corporations make you feel, right? So we're seeing Netflix, PlayStation, all these companies saying we support Black lives and we support this initiative against police brutality. Like we're seeing all these companies come out and say that kind of stuff, right? So does that make y'all feel in a kind of way? Like to me, I feel like it's kind of fake. But let me y'all tell me how you feel about it, and then we can kind of go with that. So I'll start with you, Sammy.
No, I'm right there with you. If they were really down for the cause, they would have been at the forefront from the very jump. Now, because of the simple fact that sales are probably not hitting, now they're starting to, oh shit, we got to do something. So that's my thought. I think it's money driven.
Yeah.
That's all to it. What do you do about that?
Man, what you think?
I agree. It's definitely money driven, opportunist.
Mm-hmm.
Taking advantage of something that is super relevant. The name is out there, and you can attach your name to something that's positive, or it could help spin your situation or make you seem bigger or whatever. Like, there's all of that. So, I agree. Especially an opportunist moment for you guys.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. You're fading, but I can hear you. I guess at the end of the day, to me, like, it's fool's gold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's like y'all said, and I hate to agree with you dudes, because normally you dudes are wrong on everything we talk about, but
see,
in this
turn
case,
off my mic. Just turn off my mic. Let me out of here.
That's what it is. Like, it's fool's gold. They want it to sound like they're with us, they're supporting us, and I just think that if you were on that standpoint, you should have been there a long time ago. You should have been there long before George Floyd. You should have been there long before Minnesota. You know what I mean? You should have been there when, you should have been there a long time ago. And so it leads me to feel that this is ingenuine. And I just, it's not something I really want to get behind and support. Like every time I see someone post something, like I saw a homie today post something like, oh, Netflix is saying we're standing behind police brutality, etc. Right? And
Yeah.
On one hand, it's dope because the movement needs support from corporations, right?
Yes, it does.
So we understand what that means. But on the other hand, it's like, is Netflix saying that so that they're not included in this blackout session that's about to happen? You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. No,
like,
I'm with you.
Yeah, I guess it's just something where I really want to believe them. I want to know that they're behind us, but where were you a long time ago?
Yeah. Like I spoke to you about, for a lot of guys, a lot of black kids, they play that game 2K, the basketball game.
Yeah.
Yesterday they had a, George Floyd memorial, basically, for like, I want to say like 2.5 hours, they blacked out the online gameplay and whatnot. They had the Black Lives T-shirts and sweaters and headbands and everything that, they allowed us to have and stuff like that. I thought that was great. I thought that was great, but, because it happened so late, the genuineness of it kind of, I don't know,
And that's too bad. You ever, even in relationships, right? Like, you ever talk to a girl and they say the right shit, but then you be like, yeah, I don't really believe you. like they could have the purest intentions. They could be saying exactly what they really mean and be completely honorable. But there's something about it where you're like, I'm not sure.
Yeah. I need to see a little bit more.
That's really where I am with that. You need to prove some more to me, which is unfortunate. So I want to take you at your word, but these are some strange times.
True indeed.
Just to tie off that. Real quick. You see, see the GOAT. You see one of the GOATs donated $100 million to this cause. Michael Jordan just donated major money, over $100 million to the causes right now that's going on with the things in the country as far as black people. He's never done this before.
$100 million.
He's never done this before. Yeah. He's never done this type of stuff before, right? So piggybacking off of everything we just did, do you feel like this stuff is sincere now, or is he being an opportunist of what's going on?
Shit. We've been asking Mike to speak up for a long time. We've been asking Mike to do this for a long time. I'm really not, to tell you the truth, in all honesty, I believe this is probably genuine because Mike knows he's going to make his money regardless. Mike has plenty of money, but Mike knows whether he speaks up or not, for over the years, he's been able to still make his money. So I actually really do believe this is a genuine thing. I don't think he's being an opportunist. Not right now. I don't think he's being an opportunist. This is not like Mike is one of those guys that, during his playing days, all he cared about was ball. I can't fault him for that. Like he said, he's not informed with the outside political stuff. That's never been his thing. Some people have to understand that and not fault him for it. But I think this is genuine, fellas. I really do think this is genuine. But go ahead.
Let me jump on that real quick because there's 2 points I want to make about Michael Jordan here, right?
Go ahead.
The first point is that, if I'm not mistaken, and Maine, you can correct me on this, but Jordan is partnering with multiple other brands to donate $100 million. This is not just a Jordan brand $100 million donation. So let's start with that. And then secondly, for the last maybe 2 months, Sparring Minds has been talking about The Last Dance, right? And we've been talking about Michael Jordan's perception and how he's viewed now, right?
Yeah.
Based on his playing days. We've been saying, Michael Jordan was kind of an asshole. Michael Jordan wasn't the best teammate. Michael Jordan didn't want to be involved in racial conversations. We've been saying that for 2 months.
Yeah. So I see where you're going.
What better way to clear my name than in times of drama? Hey, I'm donating bread. You see what I'm saying? Like this This donation couldn't have come at a better time for Michael Jordan, coming off the Last Dance conversation we've been having for the last few months. So I don't want to give him a bunch of credit. Anybody donating money to a cause such as this is legendary. Yeah. Legendary, and I salute you forever. You dig? But I also feel like Michael Jordan is trying to do the best he can for Jordan brand and not necessarily for Black people. I think I view him as a corporation in this and not as a sympathizer of the African American movement.
Jordan brand, or Jordan himself.
Jordan it brand. Says Jordan. It says Michael Jordan and Jordan Brand and Jordan Brand. That's what it says. It doesn't say anybody else was in that witness. It just says him and the Jordan Brand.
Okay.
As far as who made that donation.
Then salute. I could have swore I read something different on Yahoo earlier.
I salute it. I salute it.
$100 million over the next 10 years to organizations dedicated to ensuring racial equality, social justice, and greater access to education over the next 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah, $100 million over the next 10 years.
Well, I can't do nothing but salute that. Over the next 10 years, I'd like to know who those charitable organizations are. That's important in this, because if you're giving it to the YMCA, that's a different kind of conversation than if you're giving it to the United Negro Coalition of, you know what I mean? So, because there are some charitable organizations who aren't necessarily pushing an African American agenda. So I'd like to know that. But again, I'm nitpicking on Mike. If that's the case, you're doing it in 100
No. That's fine. That's good.
100 mil over 10 years is dope, and I hope that those funds are used in a way to help solve the plight that we're going through.
Yeah, if anybody knows, hit us up. Let us know.
Absolutely.
Send us the info, please.
Yeah. I mean, the more information you have, the better in conversations like these. So. But either way, we'll salute Mike on that if it's done from the purest heart, and only time will tell whether that is the case or not.
Yes, and he needs to keep it up. Then, I mean, once you start, you can't stop.
Especially a man of his position.
Yes.
He's not John on the block. One last thing about Black Lives Matters is that I got my wife had shown me an image earlier today of Washington, D.C. And I don't know if y'all saw this or not, but I guess it was the mayor or the governor. They literally painted Black Lives Matters on the street leading to the White House. And we'll post that image on our page. But yeah, they literally painted it in big yellow letters. It was absolutely crazy.
That's dope.
Well, yeah, it's dope. Every time Trump opens that window, that's all he sees. That nigga's sick.
Hey.
Like, he's like, fuck this.
Nah, he is. He's sick. I don't even want to get into Trump. I'm not even speaking on him.
But doesn't that just sound like to me, it just sounds like a look at me. It's an attention grabber. It sounds like a media ploy even. Like, why, again, whatever you can do to bring acknowledgement and understanding and awareness to the Black Lives Matter movement, I'm all for that. And even Fabian is saying now it's called Black Lives Matter Plaza, which is, listen, I'm all for it. It's dope. I just wonder how much we're doing this and how is this leading to a resolution of our problem,
Yeah. Who knows, man. Only with this thing, man, like, just only time will tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, how it is. Like, once the hype, or not the hype, but once all of the attention dies down in time, so, like, just wondering what's the aftermath like. You know what I'm saying? And, like, what's that part going to be like? It's high tension right now because it's just so much of it going on. So
yeah, it's. I'll wrap it up by saying this: it's popular now to support Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? It gets you some friends. But the key to it all is to make sure that it's genuine, and the actions of people on the other side will show you where it's genuine or not.
Yeah.
You know, so obviously we'll keep an eye on that movement as well, and you know, I think it goes without saying that we're all, you know, Black Lives Matter, and so you know we'll move on from that. We'll keep an eye on it, and then you know, you guys let us know how y'all feeling about those situations as well.
Yeah.
We talked about COVID. I'm not going back into that what you're saying because you're absolutely ridiculous. But I think that through all of this like turmoil that we're going through, like there's still a pandemic happening.
There is.
And so I'm not going to get into that. We're going to skip that, fellas, if that's all right with y'all. Y'all okay with that?
You sure? You sure? Yeah. I mean, you're real passionate about it. I mean, I think if you really are passionate about it, we should get into it.
No, I'm passionate about. See, listen, I want to chill and hang with the homies like everybody else. Like I'm with that totally, right? I'm passionate about your responsibilities, my responsibilities, man's responsibilities, and responsibilities in terms of taking care of your crib, right? And you don't want to be the reason to walk a fucking virus in the front door, like because you wanted to go out and have a party and shit. Like, that just seems crazy to me.
See, what Charles doesn't want to say is that he loves me and he just doesn't want me to be going outdoors. I understand that. That's what his big beef is. But he doesn't understand that, you know, we do take precautions when we walk out. Like Maine does his thing. He goes out there. He has the face mask. Same with me. We got the alcohol. We got the gloves. We're taking care of
everything. Wipes, gloves.
We're doing the best that we can. Basically, all right. You know, you could be out in your front yard right now. Somebody could have walked past your house and coughed 10 minutes ago. From what I heard, it could still be floating out there. But you sitting outside playing around with your daisies. You know, listen, it happens, cuz. Listen, I salute you. I love you, my brother. Don't worry. You know, it is what it is. I dig it.
Let me explain something to you, right? Because I'm very familiar with Black people. Like, I'm very, very in tune with my people.
Oh, now he's being racist. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I absolutely am. Here's what Black people do. All of us, and I said us because my wife was in there with a motherfucking box. So I'm saying us, right? When we heard pandemic, right? What did we do? We went out and bought all these motherfucking cloth designer masks, nigga. We've been wearing these masks like, yo, this is the shit. I can't get pandemic. Meanwhile, you wearing a cloth mask is like wearing a motherfucking t-shirt over your mouth when somebody got a fucking virus, dog. That's not saving you from nothing. You got to get the medical johns. Not my people, though. We took the old t-shirt from the back, cut the sleeves off, tied it around our face and said, we safe. Get us the fuck out of here, man. I'm not talking about COVID no more because we're gonna take this somewhere else, man. So we're gonna go past COVID. Y'all stay safe, please, man. We need all of y'all to stay safe to run the show and achieve our goals with the show. So y'all stay right, man. More news.
Yes.
So and Sammy, this is something you hit me to earlier, but out in Chicago, there were 2 Black officers, and I don't have the details on this, and I hope
guy and female. Yeah, 2 black officers
who shot an unarmed white man. Now, some of the keys to add to this story is that this event actually took place back
February
in February.
28th.
However, it was posted today on social media.
Yeah.
So my question to you guys is, well, okay, so what are your thoughts on this? And then in those thoughts, is the timing relevant to when this person posted? And the person who posted this is a white man.
Yeah.
So is the timing of this post relevant to your thoughts on the overall idea of 2 Black officers killing a white unarmed man?
You want to jump on this, Maine, or you want me to go first?
I I'm good to go. Yeah, the timing of it absolutely, positively screams attention and trying to act like it's something that is an occurrence, a daily occurrence, which it's not. I've never heard this story before. I mean, I haven't started anything, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that would be big news, though, just because you don't see it happen too often. So, of course, the timing plays a part in it because the country is upside down with protests and a bunch of other things where people are just tired of just sitting back and just being peaceful about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just sometimes you gotta fuck some shit up to get attention. There's definitely a time and thing with this. No question. No question at all.
Your audio is still a little bit strange, brother.
Yeah, it got a little bit real crazy right there.
Yeah, y'all. If y'all in the comments, if y'all having problems hearing Jermaine's thoughts, let us know so that we can work on trying to get that fixed for you.
Yeah.
Now, generally, what happens is I write down Jermaine's thoughts and then just give it to him. So if you can't
see, this is the bullshit right
here. If you can't hear him, I'll just read you his thoughts and then we can kind of go from there. So just let us know in the comments.
All right. So let me jump in. You know, I seen this first thing this morning.
I love you.
But yeah, I seen that first thing this morning. I jump up, I look on my news feeds, I see this post, and it goes, "What do y'all think about this?" And the first thing that really came to my mind was, you can't be serious. The guy I know very well that posted it, yes, he is a white guy. I was like, you can't be serious though, because like this is something that happened in February 28th, if I'm not mistaken. And I watched the video. I had to kind of hit myself to what really happened. But I think he was kind of comparing the two shootings, and there's no comparison to what happened to George Floyd. One was racist white cop with his knee on a black man's neck,
right,
for like 8 minutes, if I'm not mistaken,
9,
and snuffing his life out. Another was, what I thought was police procedure, because me growing up as a black man, I've always heard, either in real life or on TV, stop or I'll shoot. That's always what I've heard and seen. And so they did all that. They apprehended the guy, they brought him out, and they talked to him, and they were going to handcuff him, and then he started to resist arrest. I was always taught, don't resist arrest, because, I could get shot. Right. This guy resisted arrest. He's actually fighting with one police officer, and you can see the second officer, which was a lady, she was kind of shooken. She didn't really know what to do. Her partner, who was the guy still wrestling, with, the assailant, whatever, he goes, shoot him. Now, I can't see clearly whether or not the guy was going for his gun or whatever. I don't even know if the guy had a gun or anything. I mean, later on, we found out he didn't have any weapon. But, the black cop, the guy that was wrestling with him, might have felt for his life. I don't know. He might have felt the guy might have been reaching for his gun. He told the girl to shoot him. She shot him. The guy took off. The white guy took off up the stairs. She shot again. They were able to, apprehend him. I really don't know what police procedure is, but I've always heard, if they say stop, I will shoot. That's what I'm thinking that they're going to do. So, like I said, I commented on the page, but I also commented, I don't understand why the comparison, but I'm not looking at this and saying, okay, well, there's black people shooting white people, because that's it didn't look like they wanted to really shoot this guy, and the guy lived.
He didn't even die. The white guy didn't even die.
No, he didn't die. They shot him. If I'm not mistaken, they shot him in the back once, and I'm not sure if they shot him in the leg, but those were the two shots. You know, I mean, he lived. I'm not sure what happened to the police officers. I don't think anything did happen to him after the fact. But to me, it looked like a typical police arrest. I mean, you don't look at shooting someone as the typical one, but like I said, I mean, I've always heard police say, "Stop or I'll shoot."
Yeah. Yo, Maine, are you back with us?
How am I?
Yeah, you good. You good.
You're real good right now.
Yeah, you real quick.
Yep.
You want to weigh in on this before I go?
I mean, yeah. You know, again, you don't hear of these things too often.
Yeah.
And so that's really just all I'll leave it. I just feel like the timing of it is just to try to throw something out there to make some sort of balance, which is not even close. You know what I mean? Anything like that. So yeah. I don't even want to touch that. But can I just give a real quick shout out though?
Please do.
Yes.
Okay. So I got to shout out Monica Cannon and her team. They had an amazing protest this week at Franklin Park. You know what I mean? So shout out her husband, the homie Clark, our good friend and Little's cousin, Big Prince Smith, who's with that cause. So shout out Violence in Boston. You know what I mean? And she was one of the starters of the Black Lives Matter thing. Monica is just amazing. Monica Cannon is amazing. She's amazing. And so many good people out there. And again, peaceful protest. They laid down, I want to say, for the equivalent of the time that George Floyd was on the ground in the middle of Blue Hill Ave, right by Franklin Park, and had just an amazing thing. So we want to give them a big shout out for what they did this week. Monica and her teams.
Yes, sir. Prince Smith.
She's amazing. Word up. Great. A lot of good people were out there, you know, that day for that cause. So, but I want to bring that up and shout out my sister Monica Cannon on that. You know what I mean?
I think while we're doing that, let's shout out everybody who went out there during these protests and put their actions ahead of their words. You dig? Because I mean that's the biggest thing you can do is to show that your actions are valuable, show that you're standing for something. So, you know, Monica's team, Prince,
they're
out there doing
so many. Dre Barbosa, it was a bunch of Brown.
Dre, my guy,
a lot of good people.
I want to pick up the young folk. The young folk have been out there crazy. The young kids, you know, 20 and under, they've been out there. You know, I kind of want to challenge the older guys. You know, I want to challenge the older guys to kind of get out there a little bit more. The younger kids, they're out there doing it. So I want to shout those guys out. You know, my daughter, you know, she was on me like, "Dad, people your age," like I'm not old, but you know, she looks at me like, you know, I'm that old guy. So she's like, "Dad, the people your age are not really getting out there like that. Like what's up? You need to speak to your people." And I'm just like, you know, I really can't say nothing to her because, you know, like I said, I went to the march. It's nothing but young cats, young people. But yeah, shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that has been out there working. You know, thank you. God bless.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you can't put a feeling or a thought or a dollar sign. It can't describe that when we're all out there working towards one collective goal. It's incredible. So salute to that. Let's go a little bit lighter on the conversation if y'all want to take it that way. So we're talking about what we've been watching lately, because obviously a lot of people are stuck home on this quarantine. Well, some people are stuck home during the quarantine. And so for those of us who are stuck home, right, we're watching a lot more.
Turn off my mic.
We're watching a lot more TV. And so I want to find out what y'all was watching. Today I pulled up this joint on Netflix called John Henry, right?
Yeah.
And it was starring Terry Crews, had Ludacris in it as a villain. And it might have been one of the worst films I've It's bottom 10 of movies I've watched. Yeah, it's bottom 10. The problem with Terry Crews is, well, not only that he's been blackballed in Hollywood, which is something we'll get into later as a different show, but
yeah,
like he can't. He's not a good actor, right? He's just not a good actor.
He really is not.
No.
Really not.
So there was a scene where his dog was hit by a car, and he had this face, right, that looked like he was constipated, right? Which, okay, whatever. Like, I get it. We're all learning. I get it, right? So, but then later, when he like falls in love with this girl, he had the same face. So I'm kind of confused on, like, are we saying that falling in love with women is equal to watching your dog die? Like, there was just some confusion I had with that. So no, I don't know what y'all been watching, right? But I don't recommend John Henry. So what have y'all been tuned into?
Me, man, I love to rewatch old shows. I'm still watching Entourage right now. I'm in season 5 of it. Entourage probably has maybe 8 seasons, to it. So I love it. It's a dope show. You know what I mean? I'm putting my lady onto it. You know what I'm saying? So she never watched it before. You know what I mean? So
yeah, me neither.
That's how we're rocking with it. But
what are you watching it on?
It's a dope show on the HBO app.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or I want I'm sorry, Prime Video. So again,
even better.
Right. So it's loosely based on Mark Wahlberg's story. That's pretty much what it is. You know what I mean? So again, it's the equivalent of the Sparring Minds team, and Chuck is the star, and you know what I'm saying? Like that's pretty much what's it equivalent to. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty it's pretty dope.
Entourage is dope. Entourage is actually dope. It's all right. It's a good show. Yeah, it's a good show.
You would love Entourage. I think
I'll give anything one watch.
No, Entourage you're gonna watch. Believe me, you're gonna as soon as you see it, you're gonna just fall in love with Entourage. Entourage is dope.
I think you will love it. Yeah. They go to a lot of Lakers games. They be courtside at the Staples Center.
Just turn off my mic. I don't hear nothing about the Lakers.
That's a +1 in my book. We got a recommendation real quick to watch Body Cam with Mary J. Y'all heard about that?
Body Cam? No, never heard of it.
What's it come on?
Yo, but I don't know. And Tasha Griffin hit us up in the comments.
Okay.
You said Body Cam?
Yeah, it's called Body Cam. We'll find out from her. Tasha, let us know what network, what platform that's on, so we can go take a look.
Yeah, I can already only imagine this one already.
With Mary J acting, I'm kind of like,
she can't dance. She can sing.
Can she act?
Actually, she was on Power, wasn't she?
She's on the new season coming up of Power.
Oh, really?
The one that's about to come out. Part 2, I believe. Yeah, she's in it. Method Man's in it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, this is the one.
Nah, Method Man's a good. I fuck with Method.
Yeah, I don't need Method Man on any TVs in my house. All of a sudden, my wife don't know how to do nothing else but watch TV when Meth comes on. It's ridiculous, bro.
So that's why you don't want to watch The Wire then. Because cheese.
I found that shit out later,
That's why you don't want to watch. That's the real.
Oh, okay. I dig it. That explains it all. That explains it all.
And Cheese is in season 2. He's one of Proposition Joe's boys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's his nephew. I remember.
Yep.
So
I was happy as hell when they pumped him at the end of that shit.
Hey. But now,
Tasha said this on she got it on an app called Cinema, so we'll check it out.
Let me write this down, because I might want to check this out, because right now all I'm watching is, of course, shows that Chuck doesn't watch, Insecure, so I watched that, and I'm gonna dig into this Just Mercy thing that's on, for anybody that has, like I said, 2K. It's free. You can jump on there on 2K and watch Just Mercy for free. So, I'm gonna dig into that tonight and see what that's all about.
It's so many good shows. Like it's hard to keep up with all the good shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Shy is about to come back on season 3 of The Shy.
Yo, but hey,
season 1 and 2 were. Yeah, I know.
But man, what are we gonna do with what did they do with old boy? I thought they kicked old boy off the show after he had the little harassment things.
Done.
What's going? So
Yeah,
how are we gonna see? That was my guy. That was my guy. You know that he was a chef. You know, I fuck with chefs. That's all day. That was my guy.
His character was so tied into the show.
Yeah.
That it's gonna be really, really hard, like how you unpack that part. Now, don't get me wrong, though. There's a lot of other good characters on that show that they still can go on with, but definitely his is just so like the writing team. I can't wait to see what the writing team does, how they fill that void with Jason Mitchell's character no longer on the show. But again, they got the boys and kind of like season 4 of The Wire. Like those young boys are interesting as you're watching their maturation process and look at how they grow different paths. You know what I'm saying? So The Shy definitely good show. I can't wait to see season 3 how they pull it off. But without Mitchell.
Hopefully they do it like how they did it with Bodie. From The Wire when Bodie ended up getting killed, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. But then they had the young kids go on, whatever. You had Mike, go on and, do his thing. So hopefully it goes like that.
Yeah. Chuck, do you fuck with The Shy?
I did. So I think what I'd like to do is replace Bum Ass Insecure with The Shy when we do our regular updates. And now we can talk about a real show instead of
fam, we got time to do them all. Yeah, you're not gonna take away Insecure.
The lanes are different though. You know what I'm saying?
You're not gonna take away Insecure, cuz
they're not even the same kind of show, man. It's different. If you look into like compare like something to The Shy, or even like you would go like Snowfall, right? And that's still a different lane.
I heard about Snowfall. I haven't started Snowfall yet. I heard it's dope.
Let me write that down because I know I need another new show. I was about to watch this
Snowfall,
Marvel stuff. Yeah.
Again, loosely based on the real Rick Ross story, the real Freeway Ricky Ross.
Oh, is it really?
What it's supposedly loosely based on.
I didn't know that.
You know what I mean? So it's a really, now don't get me wrong, it starts off, or at least to me, it started off a little slow. You know what I mean? Like first 1, 2, or 3 episodes. So if you're one of those people that you expect action out the gate, kind of like The Shy gave you, right?
Yeah.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
About 4 episodes in mid-season of, to me at least, of Snowfall, it gets cracking and just takes off.
Okay.
It's building up.
It's building.
It's building up. Because see, you want action out the gate. That's why you like The Shy. Because first episode of The Shy, season 1,
they was getting busy.
It's on.
Yeah.
Snowfall's not like that. Snowfall is you gotta, because again, it's coming at you from different layers.
You gotta warm up. You know what I mean?
Whatnot. Warm up. Yeah. You're talking about the CIA was involved with bringing drugs into the, you know what I'm saying? So it's different to unpack with Snowfall. You know what I mean? In The Shy, it's not the same thing. But listen, when Snowfall gets cracking, like again, the middle of season 1 and going into season 2. That's going to be interesting also because you're going to see how it's going to play out without, John Singleton, rest in peace, that was a part of the show.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
So
one of the dopest.
Part of it, so
that might change the whole tenor of the show.
Yeah.
It could.
It could. John Singleton was a beast, man.
I think what we'll do is we'll get with some of the people who are listening to our show, and then hopefully we can have them. We can get like a show of the show, if you know what I mean, right? And just something that we all watch. I'm not watching motherfucking Insecure, so we can hang that shit up. But if we could get an official show of the show,
what you're missing out on.
So that can be
what you're missing out on, cuz.
We'll put something online and kind of find out what y'all watching too.
I actually have the Insecure soundtrack in the car playing. I was playing that all back and forth.
So the shit was all soul music and
truthfully, I was listening to it and it was a bunch of girl. But the beats were hard. Chuck, you're not gonna really care about it, so don't worry about it.
So yeah, on to other things that we're gonna be watching coming up here soon. Man, you have some news for us on the NBA, right?
Oh,
woo!
We back.
Yeah, the NBA is back, baby. So I'm gonna say beginning July 31st, 22 teams will be invited to Orlando to finish off the NBA season. It's going to be at the Orlando ESPN Disney Complex. Again, 22 teams. It will be 13 from the West and 9 from the East.
I have a question with that.
So they will be playing 8 regular season games, I believe, to kind of finish off the season, and then the playoffs will start. So I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yo!
Hey!
What's up?
All right, Tower.
What's going on with y'all?
The plug struck.
We were just talking about the excitement of the NBA coming back, man.
Hey!
Yeah.
Yo, but why is it uneven though? The East and the West.
I don't even know the details. I just know that they let 22 teams into some shit, right?
Right. So I guess it was teams that was close in the playoff race that had there was, I guess, within a couple games from making the playoffs. So that's why the West have more teams than the East. So it's very interesting. Very.
As long as my Celtics are in there, I'm cool.
Very interesting. Yeah. The Suns are in it, actually. The Suns are one of those 22 teams that's in there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
What about New Orleans?
Yeah, the Pelicans are in. I saw that.
I think the Pelicans, listen.
Why?
Yep.
Why?
Well, here's what I understand. These teams are just in to finish the last 8 games. They're not necessarily in the playoffs.
Oh, okay. That's better.
It's going to play the next 8 games to help see who qualifies for the playoffs.
Oh, okay. So that okay. That's better. That's what I wanted to know.
Right.
Because I'm like, how did the Pelicans get in over some teams that were probably ahead of them in standings?
No, what you had to have been at least within 8 games of the final playoff spot.
Right.
So I'm figuring the Lakers are not playing at all.
Right. The Pelicans were.
So I'm figuring the Lakers are not in this at all then.
The Lakers are in. They're still playing the last 8 games.
But why? If they're the number 1 seed?
Because they're not locked into the number 1 seed. They could fall to 2.
So how the Pelicans in when they're 3 games behind?
Because there's still 8 games. They're still within. If they win the last 8 games, they would make the playoffs.
Right.
Yep. That makes sense.
I don't know.
And they want Zion and LeBron in the first round of the playoffs.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That I do know. That we do know. That we do know.
Upset City. Upset City.
Fuck out of here.
But the sad thing about it is they're not sticking each other. They're not going to stick each other.
It don't matter.
LeBron can't. I mean, first of all, Zion cannot stick LeBron at all. We've seen their game, and they didn't stick each other the whole matchup. If I'm not mistaken, I don't remember.
They don't need to.
So we just do it for the hype.
Yeah,
just for the hype.
Oh, and it's payback because Lonzo and Ingram are going to be ready.
Yeah. That's much better.
Yeah.
They motivated.
Yo, I fuck with Ingram.
Now you fuck with Ingram. When he was in LA, you thought he was a bum.
Nah, he got skills. No, but Lonzo, I wanted Lonzo on the Celtics.
He became an all-star. He became an all-star in New Orleans. He didn't become an all-star in the Lakers because he wasn't given the opportunity to become that.
Yeah.
You saying LeBron stunned his growth?
I can't say he wasn't given the opportunity. Ingram wasn't given the opportunity. I mean, he had,
Ingram was playing big minutes. He took a lot of field goals, a lot of shots.
Him and Randall was there. It was him, Randall, and Zoe. Those were the main 3.
Don't be childish.
I won't say he didn't get the. I won't say he didn't get the minutes.
He became all-star this year.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That's because he finally played to his potential this year.
He got the opportunity to.
Got the opportunity.
You got the opportunity in
got the
LA.
opportunity.
Nah, he wasn't number 1 in LA.
Cause he just got overshadowed. He just got overshadowed by Randall.
Nah, he wasn't even number 2 on LA.
He was averaging 19. He wasn't number 2?
No.
You dudes are
So
amazing.
who was number 2? Zoe wasn't number 2. Zoe was just the point guard.
Wasn't it Braun and shit, who was over there with
Kuzma? What's the other kid? Kuzma. The
Kuzma
no,
came out of nowhere.
You're right. It was Kuzma. It was Kuzma. It was Kuzma.
Y'all check Ingram's points per game and get back to me. I'm the only Lakers fan in here.
Definitely.
No, you are. You are.
Let's knock it off. We're gonna move on to something else, but we're gonna stay tuned to the NBA. It's coming back. It's in Orlando. It's 3 hours from me. No chance I'm going down there because guess what? It's a pandemic.
Yo, I'll be at your house in about another week, too.
You need medical clearance, nigga. Like, you just ain't gonna walk in here after you've been walking around in these streets.
Right, hey, listen, everybody know I'm good in the hood. Nah, I'm good everywhere.
I need a motherfucking doctor's note.
I'm good everywhere.
Main. We got a main topic, brother.
Woo!
I heard it's a good one.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, yeah, I've been contemplating this one right here. So I'm not sure how you get to this point, whatever the case may be, but you're a guy and a young lady, friend of yours or whatever. You know what I mean? Through casual conversation, y'all flirt every now and then, never nothing too serious, you know what I'm saying? But out the blue, she hits you up, hey man, I'm in the gym, you know what I'm saying? I need to borrow $1,000. Like, not just
this is my ex.
Not I just need to borrow like, $20, $50. I need to borrow a stack. I mean, like, yo, I'm gonna take care of you, whatever. I'm good for it. Like I said, again, y'all got that vibe because y'all flirt every now and then, but you know what I'm saying? Nothing too serious. So you at a good point in your life, you know what I'm saying? You got a couple of stacks in the bank, everything's cool. Nah, I ain't fucking, yo, you gonna pay me back? Yo, here's a stack.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we give her the stack.
Time go by, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, again, y'all still vibing. She like, yo, pull up, come through, you know what I'm saying? And y'all get busy. You know what I mean? Now she never came at you like this before, you know what I'm saying? So, but she initiating, giving the skins up.
Oh, so we smashing.
Yeah, right. So yep.
Okay.
Willie lump and all that, you dig? And so your smash game is, you know what I mean? So then, again, a little more time go by, you're like, yo, what's up with the stack? What's up with the bread? You say he's going, I mean, she get all super defensive, like, yo, we just smashed, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we gonna put that money to the back burner right now. We gonna keep smashing, whatever the case may be. And yeah. So each time you smash, you know what I mean, is, I guess, supposed to be compensation for cash. So I'm not sure, but so yes, how would you react to something like that where, you know what I mean? She owes you bread, but then she tries to compensate and say because sex is going on that she initiated it. You know what I mean? But you just on your G stuff. You're like, you know what? Yeah, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm gonna smash it down. She bring it, you know what I'm saying, to me, whatever the case may be. What kind of man would I be? You know what I'm saying? If I said no, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? How would she look at me? How would I look at myself? You dig? Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna pass that around the room. And I gotta go where
you gotta start here.
Let's start with Hightower. Let's start with Hightower. Let's start with
Hightower. I appreciate you came late to the party, bro. We gotta pass at the capo, Mr. matching his blue frames with his shirt too. Yeah. Yeah. You gonna put that out there. Jones, what's up?
Woo!
I don't want to hear no more of this Chuck hates women shit, right? First off, get this bitch the fuck out of here, right?
Yes, sir.
Let me explain something to you. Here's some of the key facts. Maine, you said that they're not in a relationship, right? So was there ever a statement in the beginning where he said what the terms are in terms of paying him back?
She initiated, listen, I want to borrow the money. I'm in a bad time, but listen, I'm going to get some money coming up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to pay you back when I get the money. Whatever the case may be, she had money that was supposed to be coming to her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? In a short time, maybe a 2-week time frame. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? So that's how that was.
So I'm cut from the older cloth. So y'all pardon me if I missed something. But from where I'm from, pussy was $40.
Yes, sir.
Right? Pussy was $220s. You know.
I have no idea.
It ain't a band, right? I didn't ask for the platinum account. I just wanted the regular box. You gave me some extra shit, right? And now, not only that, right? This bitch trying to say she off the hook. Nah, bitch. This was just like a side arrangement until you can give me my bread. So no, I need all my bread back plus interest, plus then get you the fuck out of here for even acting like you wasn't gonna pay me in the beginning. Fuck out of here. And you know what this goes to show? I wonder what ended up what y'all let chicks get away with murder, because the fact that she thought that this was okay, the fact that she thought that this was square the deal, tells me that the last bozo she was fucking with said, it's okay, you don't gotta pay my money back. You let me smash.
Yeah, I don't like them. Too. Yeah, I don't like them niggas. I don't like them.
He set a bad precedent, and now she's running around thinking her box is worth $1,000. Bitch, I promise you it's not.
Well, she should have went back and asked that nigga for $1,000.
Little, what's up? What's your thoughts?
Fam, listen. She owes me $960. $960. Listen. Fam, like, when you give me your word and I give you my word that I'm going to give you that money, okay, I can deduct some money. But we never said that this would be, my money would be getting deducted because, we fucking. But I'll take that $40 discount. All right, fuck it. $960. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for that, the extra, whatever. It is what it is. But nah, you can get her the fuck out of here. I'm all set, man. I'm all set.
The snatch was the curveball. That's what it was.
Nah, you're not playing me. You're not hustling.
She got a curveball with the snatch on you, though.
Yo, cuz she trying to hustle right now. She kind of listen. Your shit wasn't worth. Listen, me and you are not together no more. So that tells you your shit's not worth $1,000.
Yo, let me just say this real quick before Ant jump off the ledge. If this nigga come on here talking about, well, I could understand.
You better damn sure not.
Yo, I'm gonna pan-sear this nigga. No oil, dog.
Just, you know what?
He gearing up for his future politician route that he's going. You know what I mean? Like,
come on, Obama. Come on.
Mayor or so. Come on, Hype.
Come on, Obama.
Well.
Oh, I see the bullshit already. He said, well, had to fix the glasses and all.
This is how I look at it, right? So she came to me because she was in a bind. I had it. I helped her out under the pretense that she's gonna give it back to me. If we decide to start, boning or whatever, that's just a bonus for me. That has nothing to do with the previous arrangement, right? So, this is gonna hold you off from, this is essentially taking my attention off the rack. But when that's over with, I'm still expecting that rack. So
yeah,
this can buy you more time, but it's not deducting a penny. I want that rack.
I
Okay,
can
how long?
deduct
Listen,
40.
I don't care how long it take you at this point. I still listen. we can keep doing what we're doing until you give me that rack. That's fine. But when the time comes and we stop doing what we're doing, I expect that rack in full.
No,
Simple
but
as that.
she's saying that, oh no, you gotta take some of that. I don't owe you that no more because I gave you the box.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let's get the fuck out of here.
And this is an ex? This is
So
an ex-girl or something?
No, the situation is like it's one of those chicks that like y'all were dating, y'all fuck around every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's never been a serious relationship. But you flirt with her.
So I was already getting it for free.
Basically.
So then what am I paying for?
So I was getting it for free? Nah, I'll be a nice guy. I'll be a nice guy. I still get. I can deduct 40. I can deduct 40. Cause, listen,
you might get a buck off me. Listen, if I was already getting it for the free, how you get out trying to charge me now? Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all,
I never paid for it. I don't plan on paying for it. You know what? That brings me to another question, man, about paying for it. And we don't got to get into it now. We can have that a whole separate thing.
Please, bring it in. We got time. We got time, cuz. We got time. Bring it in.
Do you consider, in the grand scheme of things, do you consider money spent on courting a woman the same as paying for sex?
I see what you're saying.
Any way you look at it, any way you slice and dice it.
Yes. 100%. 100%.
I see Chuck looking over there.
Nah, Chuck got his wife next to him, so you know. I keep seeing him look at Fabian. How you doing, Fabian?
Well, so first off, Fabian's not here, but now she just walked in. Jesus. You know what I'll say? Let me say this, and this is me keeping it a buck, right? I think that me paying the cover for the club doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna have a good time. If you follow what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
So I think me paying for the dinner, me paying for the courting stages.
Stop it.
Yeah, and it don't even sound like something I would say, right? Like I normally like.
Stop it.
I think like in this case, you got to pay to play, and I don't know if that's necessarily paying for the box. I think it's a little bit different.
Paying down payments, like layaway.
Listen,
like,
layaway. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it's layaway. Like it's just not clean cut. You're just not saying that plays no relevance at all. There's no way. There's no way.
Yes.
No way. No matter how small or big, there's some part that's going towards it. Are you kidding me?
Listen, your money has a lot to do with you getting the box.
Are you kidding me?
I disagree.
Nah,
no,
you can't. You can't.
Again, however small or big, whatever it is you do that you spend, there's some donation, there's some small towards it. There's some
Chuck,
small
Chuck. Now peep this.
There's some small
peep this, Chuck. Peep this.
When
you're in the dating stage and you're courting a young lady, right? And she asks you what you do for a living, right?
Uh-huh.
She's checking your pockets.
Yes, she is.
So let me take you guys back a long.
Nah, see, you bullshitting right now. You bullshitting.
Long time ago.
First of all, you're not even in my stature right now. You bullshitting right now.
But the reality is, I've known women that I didn't spend a nickel on a courting stage, right? I just bump into them, have a conversation with them. They make their way to the crib. You know, things happen. I don't think there's always an investment in that. I don't think there is. I don't think there is. And like I said, even if you do, right, early, how much of that initial, hey, you want to go get dinner and talk? How much of that is for your own enjoyment versus, well, this is leading to me fucking this chick?
Right.
No, I think it's different.
Okay, so I will agree there are isolated situations like you just created right there where there is no spending of nothing on anything, and it's kind of straight to the point. So yes, those are isolated situations, you know what I mean? But I absolutely agree there are times where it's just like that part right there. You know what I mean?
But the original question was, if any money is spent, is that considered you paying for the box? And I disagree. I don't think it is.
It's a warm up, man.
It's like the stock market.
Yeah, you buy it.
You gotta invest in it. When you go and buy her them flowers that first time y'all meet, or you know, later on when you go buy her lunch or whatever, that all goes into that.
So a good question came from Treasure, right? She said, if a woman pays for the date, is she paying for the dick?
Yep.
Really?
Down payment.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of see it as too. So you've never gone to dinner, cup of coffee with a chick you didn't want to fuck?
Whoa. Before you even go down that road, Chuck, you've been on the record saying guys can't have female friends because all they want to do.
I agree.
See, we've been at the bachelor pad on Washington Street. We've been to the bachelor pad.
Yo, please kill that myth. That was not a.
That's what I listen. We had some good times at the bachelor pad. I was there. I can't erase it.
I heard stories about that.
The things that happened at Rosedale are not for discussing during Sparring Minds podcast.
One day.
Yo,
exclusive content, man.
Oh, Jones Files. The Jones Files.
No, Fabian, don't listen to these niggas. They don't know nothing.
Fabian was there with me.
He was there.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fabian was there. I first met her over there.
Content.
Indeed.
No, what I will say is, I don't think this is me trying to be mature, Charles. Can y'all give me a pass? I think that if you went out to coffee with a young lady just to get to know her, I don't necessarily believe that's a down payment towards pussy.
Deposit.
It's a down payment towards
deposit
interest.
It's some stamp. And again, whether you feel like that or not, she's absolutely taking it from that perspective.
Yeah, you let me down on this one, Chuck.
No question about it. Any woman, for the most part, is taking that as something.
Why do you think women don't want? Why do you think women don't want us taking women on to lunch dates to begin with?
No, but okay. So hold on. See, this is where y'all kill me, because y'all are the ones who tell me, "Oh, Chuck, you can have friends of the opposite sex." But when I say no, y'all push back. So what I'm asking you is, have you ever gone to dinner or coffee or something with a woman you didn't want to fuck? That's an important question in this conversation.
No, I have a lot of times.
You can't agree with Ant's statement then. If you've gone to have lunch with somebody you didn't want to fuck, what was the point?
No. For me, it's different. Now, I may want to, but I have no intentions to. There's a difference.
Bullshit. Oh, but I don't buy that. You may want to, but you
listen. She could listen. She could be a very attractive young lady, but if we work together, she's off limits. Period.
Why?
You don't shit where you eat.
Turn off my mic.
No, I disagree with that too. You about to go somewhere else. So
listen, I can't go too far, man. I'm about to lose my daylight.
All right.
Oh man.
Well, we'll bring this back up. We'll bring this back.
Yeah.
But I don't think. Oh, first off, let's get a couple of Sparring Minds rules established so that we can know what we're talking about moving forward. So
I really don't like rules.
Sparring Minds rule number 1: pussy costs $40, not 41, not 1,000, $40. That's $220. Don't be trying to overcharge niggas.
I'm gonna write that down. Hold on.
That's dinner right there.
Oh shit! Here we go.
$40. $40 for some ass.
All right.
Okay.
Next.
Got it. Next.
The second rule is. No, I'm not gonna make this a rule because we don't all agree. I don't agree that if I spend any money on you at all, it's a deposit on pussy. I don't agree with that.
You know what? I don't agree with you. But next, what's the next one?
Those are the rules we're establishing for today's show. So we got to put those on.
Listen, there's been times I've been out and I'll see some folks that I know. I'm not out hanging with them. You know, I'll be out with my crew, but I'll send a drink over there. It's good. It's a nice gesture. That doesn't mean I'm looking.
So that's your intention. That's your deposit to fuck.
No, I'm just showing off in front. I'm just showing off at that point. I put that out there so that she can do the work later.
Yeah. I see what he's doing. Yo, hey, take a paycheck. Actually, you can't take a paycheck out of the book.
So now when that conversation actually comes up, I got the upper hand to curb him. See?
That's ridiculous. Why would you make the deposit to then go back and be like, nah, no thanks? That's childish.
No, it's not childish. That's how the world go. They do it all the time. Why can't we do it?
What?
Play the game.
All right.
Let's table this. Like table this for next week. Table this for next week.
Stop, Chuck. Stop.
Yeah.
This don't even. First off, y'all putting me in a box that I don't necessarily want to be in, right? Because
yeah.
But the more I think about it, the more it just doesn't make sense. Like, if I took the lady from the job, well, I wouldn't do this, first off, because based on episode 4, go back in the archives and look at our past episodes. But I said, if you're gonna take somebody out to lunch, it can be completely put. Well, for you dudes who believe in friends of the opposite.
Listen.
Platonic. So now, if that's the case, why is that me saying, "Oh, well, this is deposit for me to fuck later"? It's not. It's a different thing.
Oh yeah, it is, because she's not going to forget that.
Right.
So you're paying for renting her mind.
But you told me that you have a female friend and it could be platonic and that it cannot lead to something. That's what y'all told me in episode 4 or 5. That's what you told me.
Oh, sure. It don't have to lead to something, but the potential is there because of the seed seed donation.
Seed's been planted, cuz. Cuz the seed's planted, cuz. Come on, man. That seed's planted, cuz.
Don't act like you don't know game. Cut it out. You're Charlie Hustle. Fuck out of here.
Absolutely.
That was a long.
You
fuck out of here.
Absolutely no game. You absolutely no game.
Listen, I'm not even listening to this nigga right now. I'm not even listening to him right now.
Right. It's not one of those just regular. Come on.
That's a long time ago.
Long.
Yeah, and it's not to be forgotten.
The benefit of my experience as a mature married man, as an individual. Y'all don't want to hear it, man.
Salute.
Capo.
Salute.
Hey, I gotta hop off, man.
Yo, we get ready to get out of here. Yo, Sammy, hit us with a mirror time, brother.
Yes. When someone disrespects you, don't get trapped by the temptation to win their respect. Please don't. Their actions towards you are a reflection of their character and not the measure of your worth. And so that's how I will leave you today with today's mirror time. I got $40 on it. Have a good night.
Yes, sir.
Yo, Ed, you got anything you want to add, bro? I know you jumped in late.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your support. I'll be back on the next one. And
yes,
that's all I got tonight, man. I've been out here just running like a wild man.
I got some more shit to say, but go ahead. Carry on.
Nah, man, we out of here, man. We're gonna save it for something for the next episode. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We gone. Sparring Minds. We did it again.
Yes, sir. Sparring Minds.
Thank you,
baby.
Yeah, Chuck, I need a tattoo artist. Anybody out here do tattoos?
I got a guy in Canton.
Can?
Yeah, he did mine.
I mean, I got a chick out here in Roxbury, but you know, she playing games right now.
You know what? There's somebody in Brockton I can probably holler at too, close to you. One of Kayla's classmates, parents.
Oh, okay.